Peace. Welcome to this video. Welcome to another video with me, Lani G, the CEO and founder of Loving the Journey, a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer for Black women. I'm here to help my sisters live liberated. And so, as you saw by today's title, we are talking about the topic of, the question, are you really living your best life? Because, we are moving into 2022. We are moving on to bigger and better things always. And as we actually embody what that statement means, are you living like I'm living my best life? We have to do some evaluation. And if you are new here, let me just get rid of this garbage bag. If you are new here, you may not know, but I believe it is very important for us and is necessary for us in our lives in order to live our best life, to reflect, to take some time to analyze, to take some time to evaluate what it is that we are currently doing. And that is the best way, if not the only way, to move forward with intention, to move forward with a clear vision for where it is that we are headed next. And so I'm not saying every single day you need to be like, what did I do today? And what am I going to do tomorrow? And how is, we don't want to be living our lives like analyzing every single thing. We want to also enjoy the experience of life. Okay. But today we are specifically talking about, this statement that is very prevalent in our community. A lot of people saying, I'm living my best life, right? What does that do? His name, Lil Duval, the whole song, I'm living my best life. You know what I'm saying? Are you really? That's my question for you. And I also want to share how it is that I work to evaluate if I'm living my best life and how it is, that you can do the same. And remember that everything I say here is just an invitation. It is not a declaration that this is the exact way that you need to be living your life. It is more so inspiration for you to integrate a practice of evaluation into your life. And this is just one of the many practices that I do and that I want to share with you. So if you feel called to get your notebook, girl, get your journal and write down what's going on. So I first want to say, and I'm looking down at my notes here, the components that we need to be evaluating when we're talking about living our best life is first and foremost, mental health. How are you doing mentally? How is your spiritual health? How is your physical health? How is your emotional health? And these things are incredibly important for our holistic healing because all of these different components, and I would say even more, but we're going to keep it simple. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. These are very key in living your actual best life. If you are feeling mentally healthy, right, you have space to think about things other than, survival mode. You are spiritually sound. Your spirit has space to expand. Your spirit has space to communicate with you, right? You are able to trust your intuition. You actually know what your intuition is. Are you physically healthy? Do you do things that make your body feel strong? Are you showing love to your body in the sense of taking care of your body? Are you doing that? And then emotionally, one of the main ways that I feel Black women struggle is not being in tune with our emotions, which is also not allowing us to be in tune with our intuition. And so it's important for us to evaluate and examine our emotional health often. I have just been processing in therapy and in my journal, my past with my connection with my emotions or lack thereof. I severely did not have a connection with my emotions for most of my life. Although I did feel connected to my intuition, I just didn't know that that's what it was, but I didn't trust it, right? Because I didn't trust my own emotions because why? Me, along with a lot of other Black women that are empaths and, healers in their own way, have been told you're sensitive, right? You may cry a lot, you're dramatic, or, also society telling us that, we don't be doing all that emotion stuff. It's not for us. Okay. I'll share that one of the things that I'm working through in therapy right now, and specifically within myself, is how long I spent detached from my emotions because of my interactions with my parents and, with my family. Very early interactions and things that were told to me that really did not create a safe environment for me to explore my emotions. And so having that awareness, I can give myself some grace and say, this is why it's hard for you, Lani. Like, it's not saying it's impossible, but I see why it's difficult for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to work on that thing. Okay. And so this can really help us as we're moving forward into 2022 and beyond to really get clear on the things that we want to work through, right? We can move forward with intention. If you know you struggle in one of these areas, you can say, I'm committed to working through that this month, this quarter, this year. And you never know how long it's going to take you. But in life, my apologies. In life, we will spend seasons of our lives focusing on healing certain things. And so I want you to take some time to evaluate these specific areas of your life: your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, and your emotional health. And saying to yourself and, evaluating, okay, where's the work that can be done here so that I can actually live my best life? Because regularly evaluating these components of our life allows you to understand your areas for growth. And it allows you to tap into the beauty of your life. And a lot of us spend a lot of time just suffering through life because it could be many reasons. Our ancestors, that's the way they lived their life. Some of them just genuinely had no other way. There was literally just a life of suffering. And so we know that intergenerational trauma is real. And so part of that has been passed down to us. But one thing that we are able to do now is liberate ourselves from that. We love liberation. Okay. So some things you can do to help you with this is really get clear on, ask yourself the question, journal about, what does your best life entail? Okay, what exactly would your life look like and feel like if it was your best life, right? If you knew you could have it, which you can, if you knew you could have it, what exactly would your life look like? What would be your best life? What would you wake up and do? What would be the experiences that you would be having? Would you be traveling? Would you be, hosting things? Would you be eating certain types of things? Because one of the things that we do a lot is we reserve certain experiences for a different version of ourselves that we feel we are not yet, but we can literally become that person right now. We can literally do those things right now. And so I want you to get clear on, what does your best life entail? What does it look like day to day? What does it look like year to year? Do you have an annual vacation? Do you have, a quarterly vacation? You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, girl. Do what you do. All right. What does your life look like? And this way, when it happens for you, or in general, once you know what your best life entails, you can look at your current life and see what you need to be doing. What needs to shift to get to the best life, okay? And so the second thing is asking yourself, what is the next best move you can make in your life that will lead to your liberation, that will lead to your peace, that will lead to your joy? And so these are three simple things that we think about, but when you incorporate them into your life, you can say, okay, what can I do to live liberated today? What can I do that will make me feel more peace in this moment? What can I do that will make me feel more joy, right? These are very key feelings and experiences that we need to have in our life, but sometimes we just don't think about it because we think about our responsibilities and we're thinking about everything else besides ourselves. And you need to be selfish, right? You need to focus on you, need to love on you need to give yourself what it is that you desire and deserve. And so that is the synopsis of what it is that I feel that can help us to contribute to living our best life, because what we deserve to live our best life, period. And that's on what? Period. Yes. So thank you for tuning in. Let me know if this video helped you. Also, get to journaling. Let me know what's brought up for you. Feel free to shoot me an email or apply for my program that is going live January 17th. It's my spiritual group mentorship program. And my squirrel friend has brought a friend back. Ray has brought a friend. I have a squirrel friend in my complex. But yes, so thank you for tuning in. Check out the links below to see how we can work together if you want to work more intimately with me, or if you just want to get more of the tea, definitely subscribe to my email list and hit me up on the socials. I'm glad that you are here. Like this video if it brought you some value so that YouTube knows it is valuable content, and subscribe to the channel, turn on that post bell notification so you know when I post future videos, which will be pretty frequently. So thank you, and let me know in the comments how this video resonated for you, okay? And I will see you next time. I hope you continue to love the journey. Peace.